Hey, Joe.
Hey, Tammy.
I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
What is the difference between a post and an article on LinkedIn?
I get this question asked a lot, and I actually wrote an article about that. But for the most part, when you're posting something on LinkedIn, a post is only up to 1,300 characters. An article can be up to 40,000 characters. So when you're looking at your feed, you're actually only seeing posts. You never actually see articles. If you do see an article, that article is being shared inside a post. So if you go to your own profile, you click on your face, you go to your profile, you scroll past your name, your headline, your summary, and your dashboard, you're going to see a section called See All Articles or See Activity. When you click on See All Articles, it'll show you your actual articles, your long form articles. There's also a tab there called Posts to see all the posts that you've done. And then there's Activity, which will show you your articles, your posts, and your activity. And any things that you've done, whether liked or commented or shared anything, will come up on your activity. But the key difference between a post and an article is that a post goes into people's feed. An article just sits in your profile.
An article sits in my profile and it doesn't get shared unless I share it as a post.
Correct.
Why then would I ever write an article? No one ever sees it unless I share it as a post. Why don't I just write a bunch of posts?
Because posts, you can only write up to 1,300 characters. So if you have something that you want to share that's longer than 1,300 characters and you want it to sit on LinkedIn and you want it to be searchable on Google, then you would want to write a nice long form article like I did right here, how to say no to someone that wants to meet with you without looking like a jerk. I can make a tiny little post about that, but I want to write 1,000 words. And then I want to be able to share that many times in different ways as a post. So what I like to do is I like to create something called an evergreen article, which is a long form article. And then I can use that as 12 different posts over the course of the next 90 days.
I think what you said, the key point of what you said is that it's searchable on Google.
It's searchable on Google. It's searchable on LinkedIn. It looks good for your profile. I have 164 articles. And when somebody asks me a question, like how to maximize your happy clients and get testimonials, or Joe, can I see your phone pitch? I say, go to my LinkedIn profile and check out my article. If somebody wants to say, Joe, what is the difference between an article and a post? I can just show them this little video, or I can say, go to my profile. And I actually wrote an article entitled, Articles on LinkedIn are very different than posts. Key differences between articles and posts.
It seems like the difference is, to me, that articles are for thought leadership. Either you're trying to frame yourself as a thought leader or you're trying to share your knowledge that you've acquired over the course of your career. And everybody has something to share. No matter where you are, you have something to share of value. So please don't underestimate yourself in that way. But is that right? That articles are really for sharing thought leadership versus posts are just sort of sharing a one-off thought?
Yes, kind of, but articles are there for you to allow people to invest 5 to 10 minutes of their time learning something. And posts are there for people to spend 15 seconds to a minute max. So in terms of time investment, over here I talk about the difference between the technical aspect of posts and the technical aspects of articles, and then the strategic aspect of posts and the strategic aspect of articles. From a technical standpoint, posts are 1,300 characters and articles are up to 40,000 characters. So posts come up in the feed and articles sit on your profile. Posts, you can't really do any HTML. In articles, you can do all those things. You can add images. You can only add one image or a few images inside a post, but it comes as an attachment. But in an article, you can actually embed videos and you can embed multiple images and you can do a lot of really great things with an article. And also Google sees your article. Those are the technical differences between posts and articles. But from a strategic standpoint, they say that higher level executives spend time reading articles. People invest 5 to 10 minutes reading a long form article like this article because it's 1,000 words as an investment. But in terms of a 1,300 character post, people are only going to invest 15 seconds or 7 seconds.
That's actually really true. When we started this conversation a minute ago, I was like, ugh, articles, you no one wants to read them, no one has time. But actually, if you think about it, I do the same thing. Scrolling through my feed, I'm just scrolling as fast as humanly possible, liking and commenting as fast as humanly possible, just trying to basically to get through and get some engagement. But an article, you're exactly right. If I'm clicked on it, it's because I'm interested in the topic, and I am going to read it / skim through it pretty quickly. So it is important to have headers and bold things and call out, like here you do this one line, call out sections or lines that you want people to look at, use italics, use different sizes of fonts. That's super important to catch the eye.
Yeah.
But that's actually a really good point. And you keep skipping over the fact that I think is one of the major differences, that articles are searchable on Google versus your posts are not.
Correct. And what's powerful is LinkedIn has a SEO Moz rating of 100, a perfect Moz rating. It has a perfect SEO rating. So if
no one here knows what a Moz rating is.
If you want to rank on Google, you need to have a really good score with Google. And there are websites like SEOmoz.com that allow you to see the value of a website in terms of its searchability or rankability.
Does Moz stand for something, or is that just what they called it?
Yeah, just the SEO stands for search engine optimization, and Moz is just the name of the robot that actually reverse engineers Google and tries to tell you how to rank better on Google. Bottom line is that when you post something on LinkedIn, the likelihood of that ranking on Google as an article is much, much higher than if you just post it on your own website. So it's very valuable to post articles on LinkedIn. They will get found in Google. And also, there are 10,000 most shared articles in the last 5 years. Only 6% were written by influencers. So you don't need to be a person who's popular to share an article that could technically go viral and could really get out there. So 99% of people have never even posted an article on LinkedIn. So I highly recommend you take the information that you want people to invest 5 to 10 minutes reading and post it on LinkedIn. I actually created an article on LinkedIn with our LinkedIn Authority Blueprint offering. And I use this article to be able to sell our offering. And we've made tens of thousands of dollars directly from one article that I posted on LinkedIn a couple months ago. On August 15th, I came up with this idea. I said, I'm just gonna write an article. I wrote this article, and this was our sales page.
This is very true. This was our sales page.
Tens of thousands of dollars in brand new revenue. I put the FAQ here. I put the whole thing here.
Yeah, we didn't even have a landing page. We just sent into a LinkedIn article.
I said, read this article, watch the video. If you like it, sign up.
But it worked.
And it worked.
You're exactly right.
Powerful stuff.
Very, very good information here. Thank you so much, Joe.
Awesome. Thanks for being part of this. Bye.